everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. So Christmas is over and it is now time to start getting into the mood of New Year's Eve. I have created this makeup look along with this outfit that I'm going to be wearing and showing you to inspire you to get glammed up for New Year's Eve. Yes, it is a little bit heavy, but at the end of the video I have included a few tweaks and a lip change so that it's a little bit more wearable. But yeah, I hope you like it, I hope you're inspired, and let's get into the video. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my face with my Pore Professional Primer from Benefit, and I'm concentrating that on areas where I have larger pores. And I'm basically just pushing the product into my pores to fill them up and smooth them out. I then use a second primer, which is actually not a primer, it's a shaving balm by Nivea, and it just works really well to keep your makeup on all day, so I just use that at the moment, and I'm just putting that everywhere I haven't put the Pore Professional. I then move on to my eyebrows, and I'm just brushing them down. Oh god, I just found dog hair in my spoolie brush. That's great. So I brush my eyebrows down with a spoolie brush, and then I go in with my Anastasia dip brow and an angle brush, and I just start filling them in. It's such a shame because I tried to film up close and my camera just didn't focus, and I really wanted you guys to be able to see this clearly, but my camera's just not very good with focusing on things that are really up close, so I'm really sorry about that. But what can I do? Then I just give my eyebrows a quick brush through with my spoolie brush. Now it's time for foundation, so I am taking my NARS Sheer Glow and I am dotting that all over my face. Then rub the product around my face to warm it up, and so that it settles into my skin better, so that when I go in with my beauty blender just has to really even out the finish rather than move and distribute the product over my face, which means that I get more coverage from my foundation. I then spritz my face with my MAC Fix Plus and start at it with my beauty blender. Now this usually takes me a really long time, so I skipped some of it because everyone knows how you blend with a beauty blender, it's pretty straightforward. So then I pop some of that foundation under my neck as well, and I blend it in with my beauty blender just so that there's no like harsh line between my face and my neck. Oh, at the moment I am so low on concealer and I have really red horrible pimples. But I am using my Naked Urban Decay really long name weightless skin finished concealer, I don't know, in light neutral, medium light neutral, I think that's the one. I'm putting that on my eyelids, underneath my eyes, around my nose, and then I'm going in with a really dark cream concealer, just so that I have a good base for my contour. Basically I'm doing cream contour because it's a pretty glam look, and I'm putting that everywhere that I basically want to contour. Down my nose as well. I'm really bad at contouring my nose. I don't think I really need it that much, but you know, people like to see it, but please don't judge, it's not great. Sorry. And then I'm going in with my trusty beauty blender and I'm blending all of that in. When I am doing the darker parts, I try and flip my beauty blend around so that I'm not using the same side, otherwise the lighter parts become dark and the darker parts become lighter because you're mixing it basically. So I try and keep it separate. Now I'm just blending in this really harsh line. And what I like about cream is, like, can you see I've messed it up a little bit on the left hand side, but I can just go in and clean it up really easily with the bottom of my sponge, and I just keep on blending. It's great. Doing my double chin, covering that up. You go, girl. You blend that. Blend the chin. I then start to tackle my cheek contour because this is a pretty intense contour. Like, the color is pretty dark, so I'm very gently like trying to concentrate that color. I don't want to move that dark around too much, so I'm just patting it gently, like in the same area. I'm not moving it around, otherwise you're gonna end up like with really dark shadows on your face and it will look strange. I'm now using my brush because it's a little bit more precise. I'm using that to get to more of the center of my face so that I don't move the product around too much, create too much shadow. And I'm just cleaning up my cheeks with my beauty blender, like that. Now I'm using a brush for my nose. I only use the brush a little bit and then I'll go in with my fingers because my fingers are warmer. They'll move the product around a little bit more and they'll make it a lot more subtle and you have a little bit more control. And that's what you want when you're doing your nose contour. You don't want to be out of control on your nose contour. What the hell am I saying? Oh my goodness. Look at that face. So I am now going to bake, and I am going to bake using my Makeup Forever translucent powder, HD translucent powder, something like that. And I am just getting my damp beauty blender, putting it in the product, and then popping it underneath my eyes, above my eyes, on my eyelids, down my nose, my smile lines, my chin, and just like underneath that contour there as well. So I'm just brushing the powder away off my eyelids because once I've done my eyebrow gel, I am going to do my eyeshadow. And for eyebrow gel, it's a Rimmel one, I believe. It will be linked down below. I'm just running that through my brows, and then I go in with a spoolie brush just to make sure that it's evenly distributed and I don't have any clumps, because that one is a little bit clumpy. I then take a coppery brown shade from my Carly Bible palette. It's the one in the middle row, 4 in from the left hand side, and I'm just placing that in my crease, sort of like a little transition color. I then am going to take my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette and the color Snakebite on a Real Techniques brush, and I've sprayed that with some MAC Fix Plus, and I am just popping that in my crease as well to darken it up a little bit. So I just go ahead and I blend that in, and as I blend I add a little bit more color each time, just so that I can get the color that I want. But it's also easier, like if you put a whole bunch of color on all at once and then you've got to try and blend that in, it's really hard, and it's hard to get the shape that you want as well, and you can't take it away once you put it on. Like, it's really hard to take it away. So I would really advise go easy, slowly add a bit by bit, and you'll find that it'll look a lot better than if you just add like a whole bunch of color all at once and then you try and blend it. So that's what it should sort of look like once you've blended it. Now I'm taking a little pencil brush and more of that Carly Bible coppery shade, and I'm just adding it in. Once you've done that, you want to grab Snakebite and you want to spray that with MAC Fix Plus as well, and pat it sort of from the outside of your eye towards the center. That sort of works as a really nice transition shade. I am now taking Verve and placing that sort of in the inside of my eye, going towards the middle. It works as like a really beautiful silvery highlight. I've sprayed all my eyeshadows with the MAC Fix Plus just to intensify them a little bit more. I find this helps like a lot with blending and intensifying the colours. I'm now going back in with Suspect just to touch it up. Then to intensify my crease a little bit more, I am taking Busted on a pencil brush and I am just applying that to my crease. And then I am going in with the last colour of the Kali Bible palette on the top row. It's like a kind of darky mauve. And I'm applying that to my crease and blending that in like so. I just find it makes it so much more smokier and glamorous. Now I'm taking in my brush and I am brushing away that bake. Just to make sure all that powder is sitting nicely on my skin, I grab my Beauty Blender and push it in. To highlight the inner corner of my eye, I use the colour Character from my Stila Soul palette. And I take that colour again and I mix it with a colour above it called Bella, just to highlight my brow bone. Then to underneath my eye, I am using the colour Snake Bite. Oh, I hate doing that. I hate putting it underneath my eye because it gets in my eye, all the powder, and it makes my contact lenses dry. Now it's time to do eyeliner. So I'm using my Soap & Glory liquid liner pen in black to create my wings. I'm not taking the wing out too far, just enough to give it a bit of a flick and a bit of a cat eye shape. I started to film the other side, but then I realized it was too hard to do, so I'm just going to do it off camera because it's easier for me to do my eyeliner that way, but you get the gist. Now I'm taking a bit more the colour Snake Bite and I am placing that underneath my eye. And now I am doing my glittery eyeliner. Now this eyeliner is so beautiful. It's from H&M Beauty and I love it. It was in my winter favourites and it just adds like such a beautiful sparkle to any look. I love it so much. For mascara, I am using two different types of mascara. This one is a drugstore mascara. I can't remember what one it's called, but I'll link it down below. And then I go in with my Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara. I love this mascara, like it just amps up my lashes so much. It is amazing, I love it. And now, unfortunately, I'm out of shot, but I am just putting a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. Now that my eyes are done, I am gonna go in and glam up the rest of my face a little bit. I'm going in with my Hoola bronzer just to deepen the contour on my cheeks, around my temples, down my nose, you know. For highlighter, I am putting a base down of MAC Soft and Gentle, but then I am going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette, and I am using two colours from that. I am going to be using the colour Blue Ice and the colour Pink Heart, and I am just going in and out of both shades and just adding as I go, just to really frost up the look. I love this highlighter. I think it's so beautiful and iridescent, and I am freaking obsessed. I'm in love. Look at it. Oh my gosh. For blush, I am using the BH Cosmetics Nude Blush Palette, and I'm using the second one on the top row. It's a really beautiful peachy colour and I love it. Here I am going in with another quick layer of my glittery liquid eyeliner just to intensify a little bit, because who doesn't love glitter? Like, it's all about the glitter. Now it's time to do my lips. So I am lining my lips with a Revlon Color Stay lip pencil, and I do believe that's in the color Raisin. It wasn't until now that I realized that my glittery eyeliner had moved. I was so annoyed. Anyway, so I'm now going in with a liquid lipstick called Lady Balls, similar thing, from Too Faced, and I'm applying that all over my lip. A quick tip here is if you apply a little bit of your lipstick first and then go in with a lip brush, it helps so much with making the edges and the lines smooth and keeping your lipstick within the lines. And this is the finished look. Now it's time to show you my outfit. I've decided to link and put all my outfit details down below, so if you're interested in anything, go check it out down there. So here's look 2. I am using the same lip liner as before, the Revlon one, and I am just going in, lining my lips with that and filling them in as well. For lipstick, I am using this really cool colour by H&M. It's like this metallic brown. The name is Burnish Bronze, and I'm actually really surprised. I'm impressed by this lipstick. It's really, really cool. So to add to this final look, I thought I would put some little gems on the corner of my eye. I've got a little moon and a star. I'm using some eyelash glue to stick them on. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. Let me know which lipstick you like best with this look. I know that this video is not on schedule and the other one was late. This one's early because I wanted to get it up before New Year's so that you guys all had enough time to be inspired and try and recreate it. Please don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!